We're here at Danbury Arena. I'm Jim Cerny with the Hat Tricks captain, Jonny Ruiz. Johnny, great to see you again. Great to have you back for this season.
Good to see you. It's great to be back.
So, last season ends, playoffs are over, and then keeping up with Jonny Ruiz in the offseason is not an easy thing to do. Weddings, ball hockey, traveling all over. You had quite the summer.
Yeah, I was very busy. Like you said, ball hockey was the main focus. Had the World Championships in Laval, Canada. My team won bronze, which was good. We got a medal, second medal for men's history, which was great to see. A couple other tournaments throughout the year, one in Pittsburgh, one in Iowa, a big one in New Jersey, in Marlton, New Jersey with the Milik Cup. Like you said, weddings. I had Phil Bronner's wedding, longtime captain here and very good friend of mine. He got married right after the season. A couple cousins got married. Had a wedding last Friday, actually, so I was the best man of that wedding, so my cousin got married, so I'm staying busy, trying to stay active.
Staying active, keeping busy, and making the decision to give it another run here with the Hat Tricks this season. Walk me through that, because I know at the end of last season, you had a lot to decide, a lot to think about, coming off, a little bit of a bittersweet season last year with the Hat Tricks. What was the decision like for you to make the decision to come back?
I mean, it's tough. As you get older, your body starts wearing down. We had a very good season last year. Obviously, we didn't get the job done, so that had a little bit of fire in me wanting to bring a championship home here. Having Billy back leading the ship is a huge thing for me. Talked with Gordy Bonnell and a lot of friends and close returners that I've been close with, kept in touch with, and we said it last year, we have unfinished business. We want to come back with vengeance now, so it's a big part of why we all came back.
It's interesting. It's a different vibe, a different roster this season. I know the goal's the same. You want to win a championship. But last year, it really was the unfinished business from a couple years ago. Season ended because of COVID. You didn't even get a whack at the playoffs.
Yeah.
You run back that same veteran group. Now this year, you're the veteran. You, Gordy Bonnell, Frankie McClendon, there are a few guys back that fit that veteran status. But it's a much younger team, a different vibe. Tell me a little bit about the difference heading into this season as opposed to last year.
Like you said, there's a lot of new faces. Having guys like Gordy and Frankie back to show our standard is huge. But like you see, these young kids are hungry. They want to make their names out there. They want to prove a point that they can play at this level or the level above us. So they're all hungry. So us vets, we got to be just as hungry. We got to show them, our Danbury Hat Tricks way, our standard of how we do things, and the expectations. So this group seems to be a lot closer. It reminds me of that first season, how close we were. We always talk about that family mentality, family atmosphere, and that's what we have already here. It's our first week all together, which is great to see. So I think we're just going to keep building from here.
How much of that starts with Billy McCreary, your GM, since you've been here, but the guy who's now back as coach as well?
No, it stems from him and then works. It's the trickle-down effect. It works through all of us. He's loud, he's energetic, he's emotional, and that's the guy we want, leading us the right direction. So as leaders of the team and returners, it's easy to feed off a guy like Billy, and that's huge for this organization, this program.
What did you learn last year, your first year as captain here, stepping up as a veteran, a lot on your shoulders and everything, not only producing on the ice, but being a leader off the ice as well for this group? What did you learn the most about yourself last year?
I mean, it's not much to learn. Leaders, you don't really get taught it. You're born with it. Like Gordy, like guys like Gordy and myself, you don't need a letter to be a leader. It doesn't define you. You're going to stay the same person you are. And it's good to have veteran guys like Brownie and Atwell last year who have wore letters before at this level. Because no matter what program, college, school, whatever we come from, most of us have worn a letter in our day. So it's all about doing it at the next level, and the difference, and there's really not much difference when it comes to stuff like that. So the way I saw it, don't try to put all the pressure on you. You have assistant captains for a reason, so don't let it weigh down on you, and just play your game and build from there, really.
Well, you mentioned before a phrase, and you and I have talked a lot about this in the last year or so, the Hat Tricks way, that there's a way, there is a way to be a Danbury Hat Trick. Can you verbalize that? Can you explain it to somebody who's not in the locker room, what it means to be a Danbury hat trick?
Yeah, you have to play smart, disciplined, gritty. You know, Billy always says pound the rock. Whether it's going hard to the net, getting back into your zone, you play a nasty way. You know, we're not going to back down from no one. Whether we're blocking a shot or fighting someone, if there's blood, there's blood. You know, and that's how we got to feed off of, and that's how we got to act and control ourselves.
I know that. I know you don't like to talk about yourself. You don't like to talk about numbers, but you had a career year last year, the best season in hat tricks, history. That said, you come into the season, you're kind of a marked guy in this league. Other teams are going to look at number 19 of the hat tricks and say, got to shut him down. That's one of our keys. Night in, night out. That's the thing. How do you approach your game coming into this season, kind of knowing that you're in that role?
Might just switch my number up. Maybe they'll get confused.
Or they can look for Bonnell. Give 19 to Bonnell.
Just added one to Gordy's jersey. No, it's just no different than taking it each game at a time, really. The way I see it, it's just like I'm coming in as a rookie. I want to prove myself even more, whether I'm marked, whether or not. And it's all the same, really, to me. Work as a unit, work as a team, do whatever it takes to help your family member, your brother next to you. Whether they mark me or not, they mark me. I'm just going to keep working. Just going to try to motivate me even more to try to help out my team and whatnot. So, no different.
We've mentioned number 9 a couple times in this interview already. Gordy Bonnell is a big part of this team, this organization, and a big part of you as well. I know he's a personal friend off the ice. He's a line mate and a teammate on the ice. He's a great leader here. Tell us a little bit about what it means to you, knowing that Gordy's coming back this season as well.
Oh, it means the world. It's just like how Billy's coming back. Gordy's really the heart and soul of the team. It goes through him. He works harder than anyone I've ever played with or played against. And like you said, he's that leader. He's more of a quiet leader, but when he does speak, it's kind of like Brownie. When you speak, you listen. You're going to listen to him. And I know that kid. He's one of my best friends, and whether it's off the ice, on the ice, I know he'll always have my back. So I'm just going to do the same thing back for him. And having him back is huge. I know that was a big decision with both of us. Like, hey, let's finish this job. Let's get this job done and come back together and lead this group that we're going to have here. So.
Opening night, it's coming up next Friday.
Yeah.
I don't know if you think that far ahead. Athletes always tell you day at a time. Have you allowed yourself to look ahead and think of opening night in this building again with the packed crowd? I mean, running it back.
When I think about it, I just get goosebumps right away. Whether it's that first warm-ups, the first time you take the ice, when they announce the roster. It's why we play the game. We love this, right? It's a passion. This city is amazing, and we play for the fans here, and just see all of them. Hopefully the barn's packed. We get another win like we started off last year. Yeah. And you like to look ahead. Obviously, when the schedule came out, before I even decided to come back, I circled that just in case. 21st, that's the day. That's the day where it starts this journey of winning a championship. So, yeah, we do look ahead, but like you said, we always think day by day. So right now we're going to try and focus on tomorrow's practice and the week on a good note and work hard.
Sounds great. Jonny Ruiz and the Hat Tricks will open up against the Delaware Thunder on the 21st right here at Danbury Arena. Jonny, thanks for a few minutes, and go get them this season.
Thank you. Appreciate it.